Bonjour, bonjour, mes amis. This is Megan Burns. How are we all doing, continuous liners? I'm here in the glorious Jardin de Luxembourg on this exquisite September day when the trees are turning, yet it's still kind of warm and sunny, right? Feels like autumn. People are dressed in jackets and scarves, but then it gets to 1,000 degrees. This is our world today, isn't it? Hi, everyone. This is my last day in Paris, and so I am, as you do on your last day somewhere, you kind of run around and do the things that you want to do before you can't do them again. And so I'm all packed and I'm ready to go. I'm going to do some continuous lines, and you are welcome to do them with me. After I leave here, I'm headed back to my little apartamento, and I'll be doing my final Paris Zoom class. All right, so what an extraordinary month this has been. I'm super, super, super grateful. I feel so supported and acknowledged by Paris. I lived here in the 90s when I was much younger and much foolisher. And what it was is I didn't have a sense of myself, right? So to, wherever you go in the world, if you don't have a sense of yourself, it's hard to be there, wherever in the world, right? So when I was here in my 90s, I didn't know what I was doing. I had come here, I was supposed to get married, and that fell through, so I kind of came here as a way like, well, if that didn't happen, I'm going to go do this, right? And it was an amazing experience. I mean, I fell in love with a guy named Pierre, and I ran around with some friends, and I had a great old time, right? But I didn't know what I was doing. And this time to be here in Paris, it was super easy, and it was super easy to be here. Well, first of all, technology has made that a lot easier. The language barrier, you can figure out a lot of things on your phone. I have a great sense of great. What do I think I am? A great sense of self. What do I think I am? A Kardashian? I have a much stronger sense of self than I have ever had in my previous incarnations when I was in Europe. So it felt different to be here this time. And, it's sort of that whole thing of invisible, visible, right? As women get older, we tend to become invisible in our societies, all the societies, right? But then as I have become stronger in my sense of self and in my artistic abilities, that invisibility is actually it's something that I hold near and dear, because it's important to have invisibility so that I can do what I want to do, right? But then there's a sense of who is that artist, right? I'm a magician. So I'm very happy to be embracing the magical Crone years. And, I am saying goodbye to everything here in Paris, because I don't know if I'll get back here. I mean, you look out into the world, things are not looking so keen. I mean, I'd like to think I'm going to get back here, but I am nervous for the state of the world. I am nervous for the state of the world, right? But look at on this beautiful day, look how lucky I am to be sitting here in the Jardin de Luxembourg on this glorious September day. In the sun, in the healing sun. I have some beautiful chocolate in my bag. Dubai style. Oh my God, it's my favorite. I wonder if we have Dubai style in Mexico. My bags are packed and I'm ready to go, and I'm totally inspired to be doing some new things when I get back to Mexico. I am excited to get back to Mexico just because that's my home space, and as much as I love drawing out on location, it's very cool to get back in the studio and for me start working on some new projects, right? So I'm going to carry on with my continuous line, prepping for the Zoom that's in a couple hours, right? Yeah. And just feeling totally grateful for this opportunity to be here in Paris when, you know, a few years ago, I never, ever would have thought this was possible because I just was too lost. I was too lost in the world, right? And so to have this opportunity to come here and have a workshop and have my friends come here and people from my Zoom class and to have amazing adventures, eat good food, nobody got sick, nobody fell. Well, somebody fell, but it was okay. And so I'm just feeling super grateful. Let me show you where I'm at here in Paris because I'm right in the gardens because I'm right here by the Medici fountains. So we got everyone, all the social media influencers are lined up to get their photos and do their TikTok dances right there. Can you see them all over there? There's a little doggy being dragged over there. Here's the gardens over here, the palace out there. Look at what a glorious day it is here. More influencers. I suppose I look like an influence here, standing here talking to nobody. And look at that. Look at those trees. Aren't those beautiful? And people, you know, I will say the whole book culture is very inspiring here because people actually read books. See her? Right there. And I think I see a lot of people doing that. I don't think it's fake. I think it's real. I see a lot of people. Well, first of all, there's a lot of books for sale, right? Like on the river vendors, the Seine book vendors, right? And there's just a lot of, they're surrounded by a lot of books. And I watched a YouTube about somebody an American who had moved here, and he was trying to encourage his French writing buddies to self-publish, and they resisted. And he said they don't do that here. And in a way, he said that's very good because it has preserved their historical book culture, because not every Tom, Dick, and Harry can publish a book like in the United States, right? So interesting to read, to learn about that. I've learned so much about the history of Europe, the history of the United States, the history of the world. And so I'm super inspired and grateful and terrified for the future. The United States is terrifying. And so everyone stay safe, keep making your art, keep being an artist, right? Like, be the artist. Don't even hesitate. Just don't even question it. Don't even say, am I worth it? Is that who I am? Am I worth it? Is that, you are worth it. And it could quite possibly save your life, right? So finish big with a heart. Big love to Paris for this wonderful grand adventure and all the friends who joined me here. Thanks for everyone for your love and support. I'll see you back in Mexico in a few days. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Au revoir.